This is UCT Radio 104.5.
The time now is 3 minutes past 11.
Welcome to Serving the Tea.
Morning,
Cares.
Cape Town.
Hello, good morning, Sin.
How are you, Marion?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You're looking fabulous today. Absolutely
Thanks,
fabulous.
no.
How have you been finding the Cape Town weather?
Ridiculous, actually. When I left home, it was like all sunshine and roses. I get to up campus, and this happens. It's like foggy, and I'm not sure if it's gonna rain, and I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah, no, it's super
Deal.
bipolar. But anyway, guys, it is 11 o'clock. That means you're listening to Serving the Tea Cares with Senzo and Marion. And today we have a very special guest on the show. We have Robin Kessler. Am I correct? Yes, we have Robin Kessler, and we're going to be talking about the Take the Walk initiative, which is a wonderful charity that has got a lot going on. So basically, for the whole hour, we'll be having Robin on the show, and he'll be telling us just a bit more about the initiative, how people can get involved, and how you can just help people in need, because that's what Serving the Tea Cares is all about.
Exactly.
Yes.
So Robin, tell us about your organization.
Well, firstly, this is what it feels like to be on this side of the mic. There's a heck of a lot of history about the campaign, basically. But basically, what it is, firstly, it's not mine. It's coordinated by Take the Walk as a organization in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And the walks around the world are coordinated by various people. In this case, it's by Chantal and I. We're pretty much the executive of Hanson Cycling Street Team. Hanson pretty much came up with the initiative, and I'll tell you about that later in the hour, because the history behind it is absolutely amazing. And we're just encouraged to, we get ourselves a hosting kit, and organize the walks. And 2009 in Cape Town we had 112 walkers. We had aiming for 300 this time. Have to see what numbers we get though.
Oh, so is the walk still happening in Cape Town this year?
Oh yes.
Okay. And when in the year does that happen?
Next Saturday, not this coming Saturday. It's on the 15th.
The 15th.
On the 15th.
Nice. So how does it work? Do you have to have a registration fee?
No.
How does that work?
It's a totally free walk.
Okay.
It's most people hear the word charity and they think, oh no, how much is this going to cost? Some people have said, well, will I be able to donate on the day? And answer to that is pretty much no. Because we've got to send this stuff to America, and it's just a whole bunch of hard stuff to tie up. Now basically what happens is that whoever wants to be part of it comes on the day and register, and their names get sent off to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and however many walkers there are on the day, $1 gets donated for each walker that showed up and walked. So like I say, 2009 Cape Town had 112 walkers. Durban had 103. Pretoria only had 8, but that was because of rain.
Okay.
And for the various causes selected, Cape Town we walked for the building of schools in 2009.
Wow.
And so it was $112 for schools. And
But that's cool. So it's not just, because I read that it's for the HIV/AIDS pandemic, so it's not just solely for HIV/AIDS.
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's only one of the...
Okay, I see. Nice.
It's actually very interesting, because I'm looking at your website. Greatly designed website, by the way.
That's not... I had nothing to do.
Okay, yeah, but either way, on behalf of the organization, we were just congratulating. And it says, every mile walked will raise funds to support one of the 5 causes creating great challenges in Africa. So I just wanted to know, so every mile walked, there's a bit of money that goes towards one of the causes.
For each person that walks a mile, $1 is donated.
And who are your sponsors?
Yeah.
Firstly, it's not our sponsors. It's
Okay.
Basically, Take the Walk has various working partners. And actually, can we be permitted to go into the history behind the thing, because that ties in with the whole thing, and you'll be able to understand.
Yeah.
Yes, sure, of course.
Yeah.
All right. In 2005, late 2005, rock band from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Hanson, got together with Doc Via. It's basically a organization in Tulsa that uses cell phone technology to provide medical assistance or medical care for patients. And the concept had worked very well over there, and they thought, well, if it works well over there, why shouldn't it work somewhere else in the world? And they both groups had a passion for the technology to be used in Africa. So, well, the next logical step was to come to Africa and find out about it. That happened, if I remember correctly, in March or April of 2006. I remember it very well because here I was sitting on air, and I'm like, I want to get these guys in for an interview, and I just couldn't. But yeah, anyway, so they then went back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they sat around the table and they thought, well, what on earth can we do, And Hanson got their music. They thought, how can we use this to make a difference?
Yes.
To benefit others.
Yes.
Doc Via had cell phone technology. They were wondering, how can we make a difference? Hanson got in touch with their other working partners. Thomas Shoes. Thomas Shoes gives away a pair of shoes for each to a child in a poverty-stricken situation. For each pair of shoes sold. Also got a working partner in Canada called Free the Children. Free the Children basically builds schools in poverty areas. And also they got in touch with his HIVSA at the Baragwanath Hospital in Johannesburg. And that's also one of the working partners, one of the working causes. And basically for each walk, a cause is selected, and say there's 100 walkers on the day, $100 gets donated to that.
To a certain cause. Okay, wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I see that the initial started with barefoot walkers. So does that still happen? Is that just something that it started with?
Put it this way, it's encouraged.
Okay, cool. Because I'm a barefoot ninja, so
Yeah,
I enjoy
I'm also
that.
part of a barefoot ninja
Yeah.
as well. And there's a lot of barefoot ninjas on UCT campus.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
It's encouraged. Look, on the 23rd of October 2008, I can't remember where the walk was. It was a cold day, but they had a walk on that day, and was Taylor Hanson was saying, it's cold, so I'm not going to force anyone to walk barefoot. And it was Zach's birthday. Zach was 25 on that day. And he said, well, he's not, but I am, And he says, I'm not going to force anyone, but if you don't, it means you don't love me. So basically that's it. Look, I can't walk barefoot for medical reasons. Chantal and Diana, the other two that are pretty much involved with the organization of this whole thing, are definitely going to be walking barefoot.
Okay.
It is encouraged. If you can't for some reason, your dollar is still going to count.
Of course.
Nice.
So as we've already established, there is the Take the Walk initiative. Does this happen every week, or does it happen every week in select locations?
Oh, no. Basically, the Take the Walk initiative happens whenever somebody gets an idea to host a walk.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was asked before if that happens every year, but this is only the second walk that's happening in Cape Town.
Okay.
In 2009, Genevieve came over from America. Genevieve used to be a student here at UCT. She went over to America, came back to her country of birth, and hosted 5 walks around the country.
Wow.
In 2009.
Wow.
5 initiatives, so 5 walks. And so this will only be the 6th walk in South Africa, the second in Cape Town.
Okay.
2009 we walked at the waterfront, but I was thinking, oh, that's so far away from everything, and here on campus we've got the res is just down the road. Yeah, we can appeal to all those people. We could get thousands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But we conservatively set 300.
Nice. And about hosting a walk, you mentioned that you can host a walk. Can you host it for any kind of initiative? So if you have a charity organization that you want to sponsor, could you host a walk specifically for that? Or does it have to be for your causes?
I confess I do not understand the question.
I mean, like, if I decide I want to host a walk and I have a charity organization that I have in mind, so if I want to host a walk for them, can I do that, or does it have to be?
Look, if you come up with an initiative, you can host a walk for anything.
Okay.
But take the walk specifically for these
Okay,
causes.
yeah.
I mean, that if you want to host a walk for I don't know, stamp collectors, then they're not going to contribute to that because it has absolutely
Nothing to do. Yeah.
This fight against poverty.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's great. That's great. I also see that one of the organizations that you guys also look after is SMS credits for healthcare.
That's headed up by Doc Beer.
Okay. But you guys also have Take the Walk campaigns for it.
Well, look, like I said, this whole thing started in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hanson getting in contact with two guys, Chris and Noah in Tulsa. They had a company called Doc Beer that was basically, like I said, using cell phone technology to provide medical care. And they're wondering, well, can we use this? And yeah. So basically the whole aim of the campaign is to encourage people to use what they have to make a difference, you know. Tom's shoes also. You know, Tom's gives away a pair of shoes for every or to a child in poverty for every pair sold. So the Great Divide shoe was devised, and for every pair of that sold, one was given to a child in poverty in South Africa. That shoe drop happened in November 2006. But, you know, that was, again, what have we got? We've got shoes. What can we do with them? Let's give away a pair for every pair sold. You know? So it's basically about encouraging people to use what they have in their possession to make a difference. And lots of people say, well, there's so many people out there, how can I possibly make a difference? But in this case, it's all about just if you walk 1 mile, you know, it's a free walk. You walk a mile, $1 will be donated on your behalf to alleviate poverty in South Africa. And that is absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, and I think it's amazing how we take so much for granted. We take that. I mean, $1 could help someone with so much.
Exactly.
You know?
And even something as simple as a walk. Yeah, we do it every day, and we could be doing it for charity, and someone could be benefiting from it.
Exactly. I mean, walking 1 mile. How many kilometers in a mile?
I don't know.
1.608.
I mean,
wow, come on.
1 kilometer, that's
You
something
can do
that we
that
do
on
often.
upper.
Exactly. Walking from middle to upper campus, that's already a kilometer gone. But anyway, let's play.
I felt so high when I first saw you. I knew you were different, I can't explain it. You took my hands, showed me your world. Time stood still, but I'm just an ordinary girl. So I'm heading for the fall. Will you help me when I call? 'Cause these days feel like a dream. days feel like a dream inside my heart. Though I know you disagree, you are everything to me. Be patient, my dear. I'm still learning how to breathe. You help me when I fall. 'Cause these days feel like a dream inside my heart. Though I know you disagree, you are everything to me. Be patient, my dear. I'm still learning how to breathe. I'm still learning how to breathe. Ooh, I'm still learning how to breathe. I'm still learning how to breathe.
This is UCT Radio 104.5.
It is 11:23. You were just listening to Learning How to Breathe, and before that was Avicii, Hey Brother. Now, Robin, you wanted to talk about the song that we just played just now, Learning How to
sure.
Breathe?
Yeah, sure. Vanessa Turner is an Australian female vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
It's her debut single. It's only the second time it's appeared on world radio. It was on an
Yes.
Australian community station over the weekend. So,
Mhm.
Vanessa, I know you're listening. I promised you I'd try and get onto the show, and it's going on the playlist as of next week.
Yay! Well
Yes.
done, Vanessa. Cool track.
Well done, Vanessa, and thank you so much for listening as well.
Indeed.
Yes. By the way, if you guys want to let us know what you think about the song, what you think about the show, what you think about what we're talking about today, please talk to us on Facebook,
Yep.
which is UCT Radio, or you can talk to us even on Twitter at UCT Radio. You can also contact Marian's handle,
Yes,
which
at
is...
Mariana Minx, which is MARIANA_MINX.
I don't know if they got all of that.
At Mariana Minx
Mm-hmm.
at MARIANA_MINX. And Zins.
And you can catch me on my handle, which is at Senzo with the 3 by the E. So at S3NZO.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Indeed. So, Indeed. So, we were noticing your amazing T-shirt. Do you want to speak us through that?
I could speak through it. Basically, there were two shirts that came out with Take the Walk. There was an official Take the Walk shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, also for each, there's a whole bunch of merchandise that Hanson sell. And basically, for those particular items of merchandise, $1 for each item sold, $1 is donated to a specific one of the causes involved.
Yes.
Mm.
Now, in terms of the shirt, Take the Walk shirt,
Yeah.
$1 is donated to basically to the charity itself, and it's sorted out from there.
Yeah.
There are other initiatives that they've got involved in. For example, last year, sometime there was a disaster. Basically, I think it was a hurricane or something like that. I
Yeah.
can't remember the facts.
Mm.
In Oklahoma, and basically they thought, well, what can we do to help? And they thought, well, for a certain item of theirs that was sold, they would donate $1 to a specific one of the causes.
Okay, great. And so you said that there's two shirts. There's the one that you're wearing right now,
Yeah.
which
Which is
is Hanson the
amazing, by
Walk
the way.
tour around the world,
Yeah.
which looks super cool.
Let's describe it so that the listeners can know what we're talking about. So it's a red T-shirt with like a squiggly thingy, and there's two people in the squiggly. I'm not good at description, and it says Hanson the Walk Around the World tour, right? What do you see? Maybe you see something else. Clearly, they are musicians, though.
I don't know. For me, it reminds me a lot of like your indie rock shirts.
I know, right?
Yeah, it looks a lot like
I
an
love.
indie rock shirts, basically.
Ironically, maybe not ironically, there have been an indie label since 2004.
Really?
Oh.
Yes, they were released on Mercury Records in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Mercury was then absorbed by Island Def Jam when Polygram and Universal Records united in 1999, and
Mhm.
basically a whole bunch of artists lost their record deals.
Wow.
Hanson found themselves with a bunch of managers that they basically didn't they didn't sign with in the first place, and they
Yeah.
didn't have the same vision for their
Mhm.
music.
Mhm.
So they ended up saying, no, quit all this, we're going on our own record label, which they named 3 Car Garage, and they've been on that label since 2004 officially, and they've just released their 4th studio album on that label.
Wow, that's great. And with this new record label, does most of the music also go towards certain organizations, or is it just Hanson?
Basically, as far as I know, they haven't signed anybody else. So it's just their music. I may be wrong, but I'm not an expert on the label. I'm an expert on the band. So, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, cool. So earlier on, while Vanessa's awesome music was playing, we spoke about the amount of miles that was walked in total, which was 51,888 miles. This is all around the world.
That is a very old figure. It was last updated probably about 2 years ago.
Okay.
There have been a few hosted walks in between. I know about Sao Paulo. There's Cape Town in Saturday week.
Yes.
The band has done walks before every show on their Anthem World Tour.
Oh.
So I have no idea how many people
that's
actually.
crazy. That's so
Yeah,
amazing.
but they basically do that, and they do a walk before every show. And so between them, they probably walked well over 100 barefoot miles.
Wow.
But yeah.
Nice. That's
Wow,
really
that's great.
good.
So I mean, we could be looking at a bigger figure than.
Oh my gosh, yes. Looking at that figure. Look, initially the target set was 24,902. It's the amount of miles around the Earth's equator, and that figure actually appears on the initial Take the Walk shirt. And they're wondering, well, is it possible, to raise this amount of money for poverty alleviation in South Africa? No, it was very conservative, was a little ambitious. But, I mean, looking at the current figure, which is now face it, well over 52,000. And it doesn't have any indication of stopping either.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely amazing. I was doing the figure a while ago, and based on the average distance from the Earth to the Moon, this is a total of just over 22% of the distance from the Earth to the Moon walked.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is great. That is
so
great.
amazing.
When you look at it in terms of that, you just stand back and think,
Yeah.
oh, wait a minute. In one of the early Hanson productions from 1997 or 98, actually, I think the scene might have even been on the Mbop music video. They've got a picture of them bouncing around on the moon with an American flag, I think it was. And I said, I actually posted on the forum saying, they're about a fifth of the way back to the moon.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great. I hope that you guys are able to reach the moon, metaphorically speaking, through walking. Looking at your website again, I see that there's something we didn't talk about, a small donation for clean water.
Yes.
Yes, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Basically, that's the cause we're walking for next
week.
Next Saturday.
Walk for wells.
Water wells,
Yeah.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
As coordinated through Blood Water Mission,